this was early 2000s when the Gujarat earthquake happened, and Bhagawan had sent truckloads of relief material to Gujarat along with wonderful Sai brothers and sisters who went and served.
Swami personally sent Mr. Chiranjeev Rao Garu.
Yes,
right?
From Prasanthi,
Right.
Nilayam,
That was how much
with very specific guidelines as to what he must do and everything. It is around that time Swami came for darshan like any other day, and there was something peculiar or strange rather about that darshan. It was evident that Swami was playing with his robe a little more than usual. Even while he was walking down, all the way from Purnachandra to the Sai Kulwant Hall, he made a quick round, and Swami used to sit outside in what we would call the Ganesh portico, where today Swami's Sannidhi is. Swami would sit on chair, and interact with the students and the teachers for about an hour or so. And even as he sat, this strange act was seen. That is, Swami was going on tugging at his robe. But after a while, when Swami got into a flow of speaking about a topic, and the robe was of course left alone, and there was a breeze and the robe parted way to reveal Bhagawan's dhoti, the end part of his dhoti, and it was torn there. And Professor Anil Kumar, who was right next to Swami, he noticed that there was something wrong with the dhoti. Some of us seated in the front as well, and we were all looking at it, wondering, what Swami is wearing? The dhoti is torn. And Swami, of course, noticed that immediately and said, "Emira, em chustunaru," he said, "what are you seeing?" And he explained the situation and said that there are hundreds of children in Gujarat who were very well-to-do and some who were in difficult situation. All alike were rendered homeless because of the earthquake, and they were all on the streets, in the refugee camps and whatnot, in the rehabilitation centers, and they did not have good clothes to wear. So Swami said, how can I remain without doing anything? So I asked them to take all my robes and dhotis that were there, and he went to the detail of explaining that one dhoti of mine can make 2 skirts for small girls. So I told them to stitch them into skirts and distribute it to them. That way I gave all the good dhotis that I have. In fact, the message that we received even in the hostel from Swami was, you may give clothes to these people in need, but they must be good clothes. Don't give them worn out and torn clothes. Give them good clothes, because they are people with dignity and they must be treated with such dignity. So bring new clothes or good clothes at least. Wash them well and iron them well and give it to them. And Swami set the example for that. He gave all his dhotis and he was left with that dhoti which was torn a little bit at its base, and that was a sight that we can never forget.
And these are things we would never know, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I mean, how incredible it is that someone of the stature of, forget for a moment, let us keep his divinity aside, but just to consider the stature of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, in the year 2000, probably by then, every head of state has come and fallen at his feet. All the Bharat Ratnas and every known, celebrity has come and fallen at his feet. Okay, thousands of people are waiting for his darshan. Okay, and yet he feels that, let me wear this dhoti and go. Right? I mean, how incredible, what humility is that?